Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Haley Wilgus. Thank you for joining us. A program that helps female inmates in Manatee County turn their lives around is getting new life itself.
The Bridges of America Transition Center was in jeopardy of closing after the state planned to cancel its contract. ABC 7's Rick Adams joins us now with an update. Rick?
Yeah, Haley and Scott, Bradenton Bridges will stay open for at least another 2 years. It's a place that has produced some great success stories.
I really didn't think it was all going to happen this way, and everything's just kind of falling into place perfectly.
Sophia Donato is just one of the many success stories from the Bridges of America Inmate Transition Program in Bradenton. She spent 5 years behind bars on crimes related to her drug addiction and 2 years at Bridges. What a difference a few years makes. She is now a supervisor at a job she loves at Bayside Pet Resort and Spa in Sarasota, and she tells us she has landed back on her feet as a productive member of society.
It was a great program. It helped me so much to find out who I was and who I want to become.
There were concerns that this facility was shut down because the Department of Corrections was going to cancel its contract with them. But on Wednesday, the Bradenton Bridges received the good news that the contract has been extended for at least another 2 years. It's news the staff and 120 clients were excited to hear.
We are doing a lot of good stuff here. One of the most important things we're doing is we're preparing these ladies to reentry back into the community, and we're actually giving them the tools and the information they need to have a successful life once they leave this facility.
Whether clients here are studying for their GED or partaking in another one of the great programs here, this facility will go on for at least another 2 years, and people here are hopeful that it will go on for a lot longer than that. Manatee County Commissioner Robin DeSabatino is someone else who is ecstatic that this program will go on. She's been supporting it for many years.
The stories that come out of here are just amazing, and the women have a second chance on life to transition back into a normal lifestyle, normal healthy lifestyle.
It's a second chance Sophia Donato says she will take full advantage of.
I always thought that freedom was something that was just given to you, and I tell you, I'll never let that go. Yeah.
Something the Bridges of America will have to let go of is a state-owned facility in Broward County, which is going back to the DOC. The clients at that location will be transferred to its Pompano Beach facility. And it does cost $1.85 million a year to run Bradenton Bridges. It's all funded by the Florida Department of Corrections. Back to you.
All right, Rick, thank you. Police in Sarasota investigating a string of home break-ins in the city's Gillespie Park neighborhood. Since Monday, 4 homes have been burglarized, 3 in the 1700 block of 8th Street and the other in the 2100 block of 5th Street. Valuables like electronics, sunglasses were stolen from some of those homes, and in each case, either a window or a door was left unlocked for the crook to enter.
I understand, it's a crime of opportunity, but it was just an honest thing, sitting in your home trying to get the last cool night before this, and the next thing you know, someone thinks that's an invitation to come into my home. That's not an invitation to come into my home.
Sarasota police have arrested and charged Brian Lovall for the burglary on 5th Street, but they do not believe he's connected to the break-ins on 8th Street. If you have any information, contact the Sarasota Police Department.
Frontier Communications will be making several changes to its services. This after execs met with Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi, whose office has received more than 700 complaints about the company that recently acquired landline phone, TV, and internet services from Verizon. Frontier has agreed to prioritize complaints involving seniors or those with medical needs. Frontier has set up a SWAT team to coordinate a quicker response to outages. Every customer who reports a service issue will get a credit on their bill no later than the end of June, with no contract necessary. And representatives will answer calls from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. on a new customer service line that is on your screen there.
Congress appears to be closer to reaching a deal on emergency funding to fight the Zika virus. A senior Senate Democrat says there's a bipartisan deal to advance a $1.1 billion measure to battle the virus. That's less than President Obama's $1.9 billion request, but is expected to get sweeping support in a Senate vote next week. Florida leads the country in the number of cases. Governor Scott just went to Washington to push Congress for funding, and Republican Senator Marco Rubio has said he's disturbed that members of his own party are standing in the way of the president's request. we know that when rainy season comes, we're going to have a lot more mosquitoes here in Florida.
Yeah, it's really going to be much worse. Let's head over to Bob and get a check on our weather now.
Yeah, and speaking of rainy season, La Nina is expected to reemerge after El Nino last year. And typically what that means for our summer rainy season is we don't get as much rain. So that may be somewhat good news. But the a flip side of that is the fact that when La Nina is around, Florida is more vulnerable to hurricanes down the road. Sarasota right now 84 degrees. We have a few clouds and pretty nice out there now, but it got up to 88 degrees today, well above the average at the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport, and we are anticipating temperatures to stay pretty warm overnight too. We are anticipating lows into the upper 60s to low 70s. Let's get a look at what's going on. High pressure to the east of the state continues to hold on. There's also another weak area of high pressure out here in the Gulf of Mexico, and that's kind of keeping all the rain to the west of us. We had some clouds around this morning, and that was due to these showers off here, some of the high tops kind of blowing over the top of us. Well, more in our forecast, and we'll take a look at the weekend coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. A new trail and pedestrian bridge linking a Sarasota County reserve with a Northport Park is now being built. That trail will go through Northport's Myakkahatchee Creek Park and into the county's Carlton Reserve, opening up thousands of acres of natural lands. The city of Northport has been working on this project for the last 4 years. The 10 feet wide, 87 feet long bridge will cost about $400,000 to build.
It's an invitation for people on foot, people on bicycles, and people on horses to go out and explore the large amount of open space that is out there.
The bridge is set to open in September, and the Legacy Trail extension through Venice will connect to this new bridge. Lots of opportunities to take a walk or a
That'll open up
hike
a
or
lot
bike
of land.
ride.
Yeah,
it's gonna be
Absolutely.
cool.
I was just laughing because Sonny, we were watching Sonny earlier in the newscast, and it is sleeping away. It got up for a little while, then I just saw it look at the camera and kind of laid back down. Just kind of
Said, "Oh, okay.
I've had enough of that. I'm gonna chill out." Mom's still calling away there. It looks like probably for supper. Where's dinner?
Hungry.
Yeah,
Wants the
come on,
fish.
come on, Soda. Bring it up here. A nice day today, sunny in the afternoon, but kind of cloudy this morning for our birds. We'll let you know if that's going to be the same thing tomorrow.
Okay, thank you, Bob. Straight ahead, the latest on the legal trouble facing David Sutton, what he and his business partner are accused of. That story coming up.
What does it mean when New South Window says Factory Direct?
It means we have a factory.
It means we eliminate the middleman.
It means you get an award-winning, energy-efficient window at factory direct prices.
Plus, New South windows are made in Florida.
Fort Florida Home.
By Florida workers. Because we know Florida weather.
Right now, buy 2 windows, get the 3rd free, plus our lifetime warranty. New South Window. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Call now.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, because Sarasota Ford guarantees you our lowest price on every new Ford every day. Save on America's best-selling truck, 39 years running, the Ford F-150. Fusions, Escapes, over 800 vehicles on site or online, all on sale. Buy with 0% for 60 months. And now, get up to 2,000 trade assistance. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. Sarasota.Ford.com.
Did you know you can make an instant harness by simply wrapping the leash around your dog's chest and up through their collar? Contact Canine Corral today about a no-pull harness that will make you smile. Canine Corral, where the love is.
I'm Dale Mast, and we're celebrating 40 years on the west coast of Florida.
It's our 40th anniversary, and it's time for a celebration, the Culligan Hydration Celebration. For a limited time, celebrate by taking $250 off any Culligan home system. That's $250 off Culligan water softener systems, drinking water systems, or whole house water filters. Help us celebrate our 40th anniversary, and remember,
for better water, pure and simple, call today and say,
"Hey, Culligan man."
They took that stress and that tension when I was particularly feeling very bad after that nasty car accident, and it was such a relief to know that I didn't have to bear that burden alone, that I had help.
Our goal is to not just get a satisfactory settlement on their case. We want them up on their feet, happy again. They've gotten their life back.
The kitchen is where life happens. Minnesota Flooring now offers a wide variety of beautiful quality craft-made cabinetry to make sure the heart of your home reflects your style. Visit us today at our new kitchen and bath cabinetry locations.
Start your day with Good Morning Suncoast to win a dream vacation for two to Hawaii.
More details are out tonight about the arrest of the Sarasota Salvation Army's social services director.
David Sutton and his former business partner were charged this week for allegedly selling unregistered stocks. ABC 7's Bobeth Yates has the latest.
It started off as what seemed to be a good business idea.
As a criminal defense lawyer, I remember actually being solicited for that particular business. There were some representations that it was going to be a lot bigger than it really was, that it was approved by people who I don't necessarily know that actually approved it.
Suncoast attorney Derek Bird is talking about the company Keys to Recovery and its online drug recovery course available at Sober101.com.
Sober 101 was a real online course that somebody could take. I think where things get a little murky is saying that you as an investor, your money is going to convert into a stock. Well, you can't convert something into a stock unless you have the license to sell a stock, unless you have it registered as a stock.
And according to the affidavit, neither Sutton, co-defendant Michael Garrett, or their company met those requirements. In addition to the accusation of selling unregistered stock, the affidavit alleges the misuse of the about $300,000 collected from investors, most of which was committed by Garrett.
It's important to understand that an unregistered security in and of itself is a major legal problem. That being said, what they then do with the money is perhaps yet another legal problem, because they first of all took the money under false pretenses, presumably, and then they took that money and did with it something that was not in the best interest of the, quote, corporation.
ABC 7 commentator Richard Stern says there are strict rules governing what can and cannot be done with investor money. And according to the affidavit, Sutton allegedly illegally collected $2,400 in salary in 2012. Garrett, on the other hand, is accused of paying himself $15,000 in 2012 and $37,000 in 2013. Financial documents also show that Garrett withdrew thousands from ATMs at popular dog tracks and gambling locations, as well as spending money on personal expenses like meals, gas, car rentals, and airline tickets. He's also accused of misrepresenting his qualifications.
Mr. Sutton's partner was making representations allegedly that he had certain degrees or certain education and that he didn't in fact have, and that it had been approved by these different drug courts.
Now the two are expected to be back in court on June the 10th. Back to you.
Thank you, Bobeth.
We'll be right back with the forecast. Stay with us.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. AndServices.com. AndServices.com.
Whether you're a homeowner looking for a professional installation or a contractor looking for top quality products, Sarasota Glass and Mirror can meet your every need.
For 42 years, Sarasota Glass and Mirror has been the area's premier supplier and installer of quality glass products for your home or business. As an authorized PGT WinGuard dealer, we know how to protect your home with everything from the PGT WinGuard impact-resistant windows and doors to shower enclosures and decorative mirrors. The Sarasota Glass and Mirror team has the knowledge to tackle any project.
Attention! This is an important message for anyone who had an IVC filter placed to prevent blood clots from traveling to their heart or lungs. Did your IVC filter move, break, or cause organ damage? The FDA warns that IVC filters may cause serious complications such as heart or lung damage, internal bleeding, even death. If you or a loved one suffered serious complications, call IVC Filter Helpline now. You may be entitled to compensation. IVC filters are designed to prevent blood clots. If your IVC filter moved or broke and you suffered heart or lung damage, internal bleeding, or if a loved one died as a result, call IVC Filter Helpline today. Our network of experienced attorneys is ready to fight for you. You'll pay nothing unless there's a recovery in your favor. Call today for a free confidential consultation. Don't fight this alone. Call IVC Filter Helpline now.
Please call 800-897-6764. That is 800-897-6764.
Madame et messieurs, the 1939 Folie Bichette is proud to present the legendary, the incomparable Josephine Baker.
I'm a sorrow. What else could I be? So get in line and wait your turn, mon chéri. If the devil was a girl, she'd be jealous how the fellas want me. She's too.
Discover the biggest savings of the year on some of America's favorite vehicles during the Drive and Discover event going on now at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Drive away in America's hottest SUV, a new Jeep Cherokee for just $19,999. Get a new 2016 Jeep Patriot for just $14,999. Or shop the area's largest selection of new Jeep Wranglers and get the lowest prices around. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Well, this video is taking off on Facebook right now. Many shares and lots of thousands of hits. This came in from Captain Scott Moore. He sent it off to me via email. You too can do that as well at bharrigan@mysuncoast.com or pics@mysuncoast.com. But these are cow nose rays, and he said they were for half a mile. You can see them spreading out near Anna Maria today. And that one just to the left there, that is a spotted sea ray. They get a little bigger. They're cousins of the cow nose rays, and these cow nose rays just kind of moving along. The migration pattern of the cow nose rays, not really well understood. However, their biggest predator is the shark and cobia. So when you see a lot of these around, you could see a lot of sharks too in the water. They use their fins actually to move the sand around so they can find oysters and mollusks. That's what they eat on. They have these very strong jaws that can crack the shells. Well, here's Anna Maria webcam showing kind of a cloudy morning, then a nice sunny afternoon, then a few more clouds rolling in late today. What we have is a system out there in the Gulf of Mexico, which occasionally is sending some debris clouds left over from the earlier showers our way with this west-easterly flow. But high pressure will still kind of hang on and hang pretty tough, too, I think, through the weekend, despite the presence of a cold front coming down into north central Florida. It may erode it a little bit and weaken the high pressure system, which will allow maybe for a few inland showers to develop. But we are not looking at any widespread rainfall over the weekend. If we see anything at all, we'll see what we're seeing right now, just a few spotty showers now and again blowing up east of I-75. 84 degrees, and we have partly cloudy skies. The dew point starting to come back up. 65 degrees now, west winds at 10, and the pressure 30.06 inches. I know some people commenting that it's starting to feel like summer just a little bit. This dew point temperature has to get up above 70 and stay there pretty much for 24 hours for it to feel really muggy like it does during the summer. But our temperature was close to summer-like. In fact, it was at 88 degrees. The low this morning, 70, and the average low at 66 and average high at 85 degrees. No rainfall, and as I mentioned, just spotty showers possible over the weekend. Better chances to our north. 89 at Tallahassee, was just 91 there a couple of hours ago. Temperatures into the mid-80s inland, upper 70s to low 80s are right near the beaches. 79 in Inglewood, Northport, you're at 86, and 83 at Lakewood Ranch. Well, here comes the front. Not much rain associated with it. It will come down and then eventually settle over north central Florida. A few showers along the east coast. I mentioned a few inland showers are possible over the weekend due to the fact that this front will kind of weaken that area of high pressure to the east of the state. But then it will build back in rather quickly. By midweek to late week next week, we'll start to see showers and storms developing similar to our summer pattern, I think, by Wednesday. Heavy rain moving through Kentucky, heading in toward West Virginia and Virginia tonight, where there are flood watches in effect. Really severe thunderstorms have been prevalent throughout that region, but for the most part, the tornado watches have expired after about 5 days in a row, where we saw a lot of that action. Now it's just a flood watch for much of Kentucky and into parts of Tennessee tonight, where some severe weather is still occurring in these orange boxes that you see down to the south. Well, for boaters on Friday, it looks good. In fact, if you're boating this weekend, it looks to be pretty good all the way through it. Seas will be running 2 feet or less with a light chop, both on Saturday and Sunday and through Friday as well. The UV index. In the morning, we could see those clouds again around, but then should be sunny in the afternoon. Sunset at 8:10, sunrise at 6:42. So tonight, mostly fair, warm, 68 for your low. And then tomorrow, partly cloudy in the morning, a few clouds just kind of hanging around in the morning. Not as many as we saw today, I don't think. And the extended forecast does call for nearing 90 on the weekend and a slight chance for scattered storms, mainly in the afternoon, Wednesday and Thursday. Back to you.
Bob, thank you. An expansion project at USF Sarasota Manatee will try to give students a more traditional college experience. Ground will be broken this summer on a $1.6 million student commons area. It will feature a gaming area, coffee bar, and study areas. Once complete, the lounge will be twice as large as it is now. Crews have already started demolishing some walls and installing construction barriers. This entire project will take about 3.5 months to complete. Actor, director, and environmentalist Mark Ruffalo serving as commencement speaker today from the Ridling College of Art and Design. He spoke to about 300 graduates and their families today. Today's ceremony was held at the Bradenton Area Convention Center in Palmetto. Our congratulations to all those graduates at Ridling.
Coming up tonight at 11, an ABC7 special assignment. We take you inside Myakka River State Park to a place known as Deep Hole. Only 30 visitors per day are allowed to visit this sinkhole. It's more than 130 feet deep, and what's even more special about this place is that it's home to one of the largest concentrations of alligators in Southwest Florida.
You're going to be in a place like you've never imagined. You're going to feel like you're in prehistoric Florida because of all the gators and the wildlife.
ABC7's Max Winitz will visit Deep Hole and the gators in a kayak, and you can see what happens tonight at 11.
Hi, I'm Linda Carson. Coming up on Suncoast Scene, we'll take you to visit the new Center for Asian Art at the Ringling and much more.
Donald Trump goes to Washington. The critical sit-down and future of the party. Is the fate of the presidential race at stake? Plus, Made in America labels. Do they always mean it? David Muir investigates. Tonight, watch your DVR World News Tonight with David Muir.
I'm Dale Mast, and we're celebrating 40 years on the west coast of Florida.
It's our 40th anniversary and it's time for a celebration, the Culligan Hydration Celebration. For a limited time, celebrate by taking $250 off any Culligan home system. That's $250 off Culligan water softener systems, drinking water systems, or whole house water filters. Help us celebrate our 40th anniversary, and remember,
For better water, pure and simple, call today and say,
Hey, Culligan man.
Sunset Fiat is Italian style. Sunset Fiat is fashion forward. Come see the all-new Fiat collection at Sunset Fiat with new 2015 Fiat 500s priced from $12,999. Sunset Fiat is cool and sexy with freedom to move and room to evolve. Visit Sunset Fiat in Sarasota or shop online at fiatusaofsarasota.com.
That's Chuck, proud homeowner, regular do-it-yourselfer. Today he's attempting an electrical repair. This is Pablo. He's an electrician with Mr. Sparky. How's he doing, Pablo?
Terrible, Mike.
Yeah. What Chuck doesn't realize is that almost 68,000 home fires are caused every year by electrical problems.
What?
If he doesn't have the proper tools and training, he's liable to start the next one.
Little help here.
That's what I'm talking about.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
You might want to write that number down.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess? You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on the pedal. You get a clean mop pad that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
A great weekend is on tap for the Suncoast.
ABC7's Linda Carson joins us with Suncoast Scene. Linda.
If you've got kids from 1 to 14 years old, they are going to love Sarasota County's Spring Youth Fishing Tournament. It's at Nokomis Beach. It starts at Saturday morning at 8 a.m. and you can pre-register online on the county's website. And there's lots going on in downtown Sarasota this weekend.
Downtown Sarasota will rock Saturday with the grand finale of the Harvey Milk Festival.
The grand finale is we have 5 Points Park, and like I said, this is our 7th annual festival, and we have 10 bands performing.
The music goes on until midnight, and a new theatrical company, Page to Stage, debuts a new play called Sweeter Than Justice. It's about a young law student who works in a restaurant owned by the head of the mob. His son assaults her.
He was arrested the next day for murder, and the murder occurred at the time he assaulted this woman, so that the woman that was powerless suddenly had all the power because he couldn't keep out of the electric chair unless she agreed to be his alibi witness.
Sweeter Than Justice opens at the Oslo Rep on Thursday, and it runs through May 22nd. It's a play that will keep you thinking for a long, long time and wondering what you would have done. And some very prominent Suncoast men will don chef hats and aprons for the annual Men Who Cook and Brew. Men Who Cook and Brew coming to Madison's Bayside right behind the Van Wezel on Sunday. Some of the most outstanding men in our community are secret chefs, and they will compete for the grand prize.
Men Who Cook and Brew is the last fundraiser of the year for Oslo Rep. It's a very relaxed, fun time. All kinds of amazing men in the community cook and prepare meals.
And the brand new Center for Asian Art at the Ringling Museum will finally have its grand opening on Sunday. And what a celebration that's going to be.
We have a performance tent that's going to go up on the lawn just outside. We're going to have a Bollywood and traditional Indian dance. We will have a kimono display and demonstration if you've ever wondered how to wear yours properly. We have a martial arts from different places. The opening of the new gallery, a history-making event for the Ringling and the Suncoast. And the Harvey Milk Art Festival that's included in the total festival starts tonight. And it includes entertainment. It kicks off at the Florida Studio Theater, and you still have time to get out there and join in all the fun. It'll be going on the rest of the weekend.
Awesome.
Thank you, Linda.
Good weather for the weekend, too, right?
Looks pretty good, yeah, just a few isolated showers, that's it.
Awesome. World News Tonight with David Muir is next.
Followed by ABC 7 News at 7. Have a great evening.
This is a special health alert for seniors suffering with joint pain. If you have Medicare insurance, you may qualify for high-quality support braces at little or no cost.
I'm thrilled with my knee braces.
Now, there is a simple and proven solution for seniors to get out of pain with state-of-the-art support braces.
I barely feel any pain at all.
Braces for your knees and back, as well as your shoulders and ankles, too.
I'm so happy with the quality of these braces.
Call now, and you could qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost.
I can play ball again, and it doesn't hurt.
And because of my Medicare coverage, it costs me next to nothing.
So call now.
And because I have this red, white, and blue Medicare card, my braces have cost me just about nothing.
It's true. You may get a knee, back, shoulder, and ankle brace at little or no cost.
They qualified me for 2 knee braces and a back brace.
If you have knee or back pain, give them a call. They can help.
1-800-476-8967. 1-800-476-8967.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
You can check on them. You can worry about them. You can even choose a car for them.
Honey, are you okay?
I'm okay.
Love.
We're okay.
It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Keep them safe. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
The home at 200 Pine Street. The agent. The office. The agent out of the office. This is what you see. This is what you don't see. The hustle. The huddle. The drawing board. The shuffle. The open house. The bees buzzing. The buyer. The gentle nudge. The leap of faith. The offer. The negotiation. The pit bull. Finding the middle ground. The sigh of relief. The close. The sign of a RE/MAX agent.
I'm Dale Mast, and we're celebrating 40 years on the west coast of Florida.
It's our 40th anniversary, and it's time for a celebration, the Culligan Hydration Celebration. For a limited time, celebrate by taking $250 off any Culligan home system. That's $250 off Culligan water softener systems, drinking water systems, or whole house water filters. Help us celebrate our 40th anniversary, and remember,
for better water, pure and simple, call today and say,
Hey, Culligan man.